sure if this gets in your shot, guys.
And just for the record, name, rank, and the department, please.
Give me 1 second.
My name is Mike Horton, Horton, and I'm a major with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office. And to my right, your left, is Chief Neil Cordy, Kordte, with the Evendale Police Department. And to my left is Chief Warman from the Glendale Police Department.
Could you identify yourself again, sir? I apologize.
It's Major Mike Horton, Horton.
Can you give us a quick overview, Major, of what we have here?
It's not much different than we said earlier, but what happened earlier this afternoon is a Glendale officer was traveling south on I-75, came across an individual walking on the side of the road, and pulled over to help him out, give him a ride. There was a very brief contact, an exchange, and as a result of that exchange, the individual was shot one time. He's been transported to University Hospital where he's gone into surgery. At the request of the Evendale Police Department and the Glendale Police Department, they've contacted the Sheriff's Office and they've asked us to do the investigation. So that's why we're here.
Did this officer fire the shot at this suspect?
He did.
The original reports mentioned that the suspect was walking southbound with a knife. Have you guys found a knife out here? Is there another weapon recovered?
We've not found that yet. I mean, like we said, this just happened within the last very short period of time, and we're still looking right now. We're in the early stages of the investigation, Rich.
But that's what was reported? Was
yes.
The knife?
Yes.
Where was he shot? Was it in the abdomen?
Ma'am, I have no idea. I believe so. But I don't have any reports on his condition from the hospital yet. We have investigators up there also. We're waiting for a response back from them to find out his condition.
Do you know who he is?
I do not.
Do you guys know where the original reports of him walking down the interstate came from?
I don't have that. That's still too early. It could very well have been the officer traveling south on the interstate had contact with him. Chief, do you have that information?
Yeah, the officer was traveling south on the highway off of Sharon Road and noticed an individual walking on the berm. He pulled over to offer him a ride off the highway. But our policy is you get into a cruiser, you've got to have your bag checked. And that's when the altercation occurs.
Okay,
so the circumstances of the altercation?
It's still too early in the investigation. We're trying to put everything together. We don't really have all the details yet.
But did it stem from this bag that
I'm not
used
sure.
to have the search?
We don't know yet.
Do we know why he was walking on the highway? Was he?
No, I have no idea.
Chief, can you tell us in general terms anything about your officer? Is he a veteran? Is he a new guy?
He's a newer officer. He's been with me for 4 years. He's a part-time officer. He was promoted to full-time this past January.
And that officer is okay?
Yes, he is. He's very upset, shaken, but he's fine.
Just the one shot fired, and there had been a report that this gentleman had been shot or wounded somewhere else earlier. Is that correct or not?
I have no idea.
Was there another incident that happened off the highway involving a cop car or police car hit or anything?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'm not aware of it.
Any guesstimates at this point where this guy came from? Was there an abandoned vehicle around here? Did he?
Again, it's still way early in the investigation. We have no idea. We don't even know his name.
When is the last time, Chief, in Glendale, per se, an officer drew his weapon and fired?
I've been here for 24 years, and it's never happened since I've been here.
So the first time the officer has fired his weapon in more than 2 decades.
Exactly.
Approximate age of the victim, suspect, approximate age,
No, I have no idea.
We have no idea. He was rushed immediately to the UC hospital, and was in surgery, so we haven't been able to verify his name or anything like that yet.
Major, what are the things, tick off the things that you need to do now from an investigative standpoint to get a handle on all you need to know?
Well, obviously, we're trying to separate our witnesses, which is what we're doing right now. We've got our crime scene secured. That was handled by Evendale Police Department, Sharonville and Woodlawn in Springdale. When they responded, they secured the scene, waited for the investigators. And as you can see right now, John, there's quite a few police officers around right now. So we want to make sure that the crime scene is protected, separate the witnesses. We want to get everybody's story, and we want to identify this individual who's at the hospital. And where's he from? Is he from this area? Is he a transient? We just don't have those answers yet. We want to do a thorough investigation. We've contacted the prosecutor's office. They're on scene also, which is our protocol anytime there's a police officer-related shooting. So we have a representative from the prosecutor's office here to help us out also.
Can you say if other people, you said witnesses, were they drivers in the area, about how many people may have seen this?
Right now, I don't have any idea if there were civilian witnesses. I know we have police officer witnesses, so we've got them separated, and they're going to be transported, if they haven't done so, back to our headquarters and be interviewed, and they can leave from there.
I know it's really 75 South is going to be back open.
I have no idea. It might be a while.
Do you have cruiser cam on the cameras in Glendale?
Yes, we do.
Do you know if that caught this incident?
I know the body cam probably did.
So there is body cam video.
Body cam and cruiser cam from the other car.
What's the condition of your officer right now?
He's very upset, very shaken up. Anytime somebody gets hurt or injured, we take it. We're people too, We're not, we got emotions, and he's very upset. That's all I can say right now.
Just double checking. The officer offered him a ride. He was still in the car. Something happened. The officer got out of the car and was confronted by this man, or confronted the man.
It's our policy for anybody gets into our vehicle to search their bag. That we don't know, and obviously we didn't know this individual, and that's really all I know.
Was the officer out of the car when the shot was fired?
I'm assuming he was, yes.
The bag that you say the suspect was carrying, can you describe it? Is it a gym bag? Is it a duffel bag?
I have personally not seen it.
As you can tell behind us, there's some clothing and debris that we believe is associated with that individual. We're trying to verify that information now. But again, we're not going to touch anything, go through it until we've got the scene mapped out with our 3D equipment. And once we get those items identified, then they'll start going through those items to verify. Maybe there might be a true identity in there, but right now we're way too early. And as you said, we just got here just a little while ago. There's still a lot of stuff to do.
How long do you think the interstate will be shut down?
I'm not sure, sir. It's going to take a while. And again, this might go faster with the equipment that we have. If we're able to find the information we need here soon, it might go a little quicker. I can't put a time frame on it right now. It's just it's an inconvenience. Obviously, it's in the middle of the afternoon and so forth. So it's probably the worst timing. But we got a very thorough investigation we have to conduct. It's going to be an inconvenience for the public, but we're going to do the best we can to clear it up.
And you are routing the public now, southbound, off southbound, to where?
I think Sharon Road, I believe, and their signs are up telling people not to come southbound from 275. We still have people doing that. I believe the traffic that was already on southbound 75 by 275 has been diverted to Sharon Road, to go back northbound. So it's actually working pretty well. I think traffic on the northbound side's moving pretty well. Our concern right now is the southbound traffic, and I think Evendale, OSP, Springdale's done a pretty good job in getting that and take care of for us. So.
What time did this happen?
We'll come back.
He's been with me for 4 years.